Welcome to October with a much more fall-like feel out there with temperatures pretty seasonable for this time of the year. In fact, as we take a look at the almanac, actually had a high temperature of 70 yesterday after seeing a low of 47. The average is 64 for the high, 91 the record high temperature set back in 1951, 20 the record low in 2003, and of course with October 1st happening today, we've reset our monthly precipitation total. Sunrise at 7:26 sets this evening at 7:09. And speaking of that rainfall, again, as of the end of September, at the Watertown Airport, picking up just over a quarter inch of rainfall, which ends the month at 2.37 inches below average for precipitation. You look at the yearly total, though, sitting at 18.21 inches of precipitation, putting us for the year so far at about 0.6 of an inch rain or precipitation, I should say, below average for the entire year. As we look at your weather headlines, we'll see some clouds around the region today. A pleasant weekend is on the horizon, and our next chance of rain comes in as we move into next week. Here's a satellite radar picture this morning. You can see the clouds that are with us. I cannot 100% rule out chance of a spotty shower or two today, so putting the rain chance at about a 10% here for us today. And across the region, you can see there are some more showers across parts of North Dakota, even into the central part of South Dakota, seeing a couple of showers, so we can't totally rule that out. The big weather story continues to be the very heavy rainfall that continues to fall across the East Coast. That is the cold front that pushed through late last week for us, over the weekend as well, and brought the cooler air. Is now really stalled out across the eastern seaboard, bringing continued chances for some heavy rainfall. At the very bottom of your screen, you can see a cluster of clouds spinning away. That is Hurricane Joaquin, and that also is having an indirect impact on our weather as well. In fact, for the latest stats right now on Hurricane Joaquin, it is a Category 3 hurricane with winds of 121 miles per hour, gusting to 150. Current pressure is at 27.99, and if you kind of follow barometric pressure, typically we're in that 29.5 to 30.5 range here at home. So that's a fairly low pressure. It's moving very slowly right now. The storm is moving to the west-southwest at 4 miles per hour. And here's what's expected with Joaquin as we move through the next couple of days. It's actually expected to maybe even strengthen into a Category 4 hurricane briefly and then move close to the eastern seaboard. That area that's shaded kind of in that whitish yellow color is the potential where the center of the storm could be. So obviously if you get the center of the storm to follow that very far leftern edge of that cone, that would certainly impact much of the southeastern U.S. If it moves to the far right side of that cone, not a whole lot of high impact to the United States. So certainly something to be watching as we move through the coming days. How this is impacting our weather? Well, this hurricane is a very large area of low pressure, and the atmosphere likes to equalize itself, so to counteract that, there's a very large area of high pressure to the west of that area of low pressure, and we happen to be benefiting from that large area of high pressure, meaning a mostly sunny sky with a few clouds here from time to time here as we head through the weekend into early next week. So kind of this this hurricane acting like a roadblock in the weather highway or the jet stream across the United States. All right, temperatures back here at home sitting in the 40s and 50s this morning, mainly a little bit warmer because of the cloud cover that we have in place. And also those clouds that we showed you a little bit earlier on the satellite radar are running into some drier air, and that's why I'm not really expecting widespread rains today, but just the chances there for an outside chance of a shower because dew points sitting in the 30s, so that's some relatively dry air. All right, here it is with Futurecast. Again, watching that area of high pressure, really it's over the Great Lakes, and it actually retrogrades or moves a bit back to the west as that area of low pressure and that hurricane kind of come closer to the eastern seaboard, where they're continuing to see some pretty heavy rainfall. There's an area of low pressure that's moving through the Rockies, trying to spread some rain this way, and again, because of that high pressure center moving a bit back to the west, kind of blocking that low from getting any further to the east. So we're kind of in the middle here with sunny times and also some times of clouds as well. So a partly sunny sky today, maybe that isolated shower, highs in the mid-60s with a breezy southeast wind. Tonight, partly cloudy, a little bit cooler, back into the low to mid-40s. 7-day forecast, quiet right into the weekend. Again, maybe that isolated shower today. Upper 50s for the weekend, back to the 60s next week with our next chance of rain coming in Tuesday as Hurricane Joaquin kind of finally moves back out to sea and loses its influence on blocking up storm systems from moving across the country.